Ladies and gentlemen, people in the universe, welcome to
Fika for Life!
My name is Edward Thomas, and my co-host is... My co-host is...
Homer Simpson.
Homer, I'm so happy you're here.
No, my name is Linh.
If you're... Wait. Oh, sorry. You have to say what your name is.
Yeah, that was my name.
Oh, what was your name?
People paid attention. We have a studio audience also.
Yes, and we have a special guest today, and your name is...
Alice, and I'm sleepy.
Yeah, Alice is sleepy.
Alice is sleepy. She's not sleeping here. I mean, she's just sleepy.
Her name is not Alice Sleepy.
Her name is Alice Miss Sleepy. Hello, Miss Sleepy.
Hello.
She's got cousins, Mr. and Mrs. Awake. Sleepy, awake.
So bad.
Yeah.
Thanks. Well, good intro after that long time.
I know. It's like long time no see.
I see you every Sunday.
I know. I see you always looking at me. Wow, our pastor's so muscular. He is really must be a man of God.
Yeah, he has one big muscle around his stomach.
They'll be talking about my baby. My baby will get you.
Okay.
One of my students named my baby.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. I think it was like Wallace or something weird.
Wallace.
She's like,
well, like
she'll come, hey, Ed, how are you doing? Can I give you a hug? Yeah. She goes, and how's Wallace doing? I'm like, Wallace is about to kick your butt.
Oh, really?
So,
I want to see that.
I'm like, Wallace don't have to go to jail.
Because Wallace ain't the person.
Exactly.
Wow. So talking about work. Today we want to talk about how much work is too much work.
I know. You said, that was smooth, wasn't it? It's like we're talking about work. And then what, how much work is too much work? Ah!
Well, some are really slippery.
We can make a song for that.
Oh, yeah.
There's a song. Work, 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 work. Na, 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 na.
Yeah, obviously we should.
The way you shake your head makes me worried.
Because I want to make sure that in case people from Bobblehead Company are listening to our podcast, they'll make a bobblehead of us.
Of me? No. I don't bob my head.
Oh, you'd be really cool as a bobblehead.
And then they can
Alice,
say something when it
have
bobbles.
you ever thought about being a bobblehead?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
It's so cool. I mean, think like that. Forever and ever. Like, you'll be dead, but people will be looking at your head and be like, just shake, shake, shake.
Now he wiggles his head like a real wobble head. Okay, let's talk about work.
Oh, yeah. We're back to the subject.
Work.
So I don't have to beat you up now.
No. We had a little briefing before, and Alice said that we all probably like to work, but I said I don't like work.
Nope. Because you like money.
Yeah, I like money.
I like to work because the Bible says whatever you do, you should do it for Jesus. So I like to work because I'm working for the Lord.
Yeah, well, you're a priest and stuff. I'm not, so I want to work my way.
Oh my gosh, really?
I want to work the smart way. No, I want to work the smart way, not the just work harder, just work harder. Let's keep the dumb system up so everyone can look busy. I'm like, no, I don't want to do dumb things. Like, no.
So if you were the boss, how would you be in charge?
Well,
besides whipping people.
No, I already told them, like, I wanna work on a project where we can use AI more, and what of the dumb things we're doing can an AI do better and quicker, so we can focus on the things that are either fun or require more brain capacity.
I wonder, could I have AI students?
Replacing your regular
That'd be something new. Come into class. Oh, look, it's all quiet. Everyone's ready to work.
So every day they would just say good morning and goodbye.
Good morning,
no,
teacher.
They would say, good morning, Mr. Thomas. I'm like, oh my gosh, wow. I feel we're so respected of the artificial intelligence. And then they would, I would ask them questions. So, I teach music. So here's a bunch of music things. And they would all have good answers. And they would be really engaged. And I'd be like, oh my gosh. The mushrooms are gone.
What mushrooms? What are you talking about? The kid you call?
Do you have mushrooms in your classes?
Oh, I have mushrooms in my class. Some of them just sit there. They just sit there
and perspirate.
No, that's too much work. They wouldn't do that much.
Wow. Okay.
If you're actually one of my students, we don't really mean this. Da da da. No student was hurt in making this podcast. Da 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 da.
Maybe other people get hurt.
Oh. Wow, that was your evil laugh. Alice, can you give us your evil laugh? See, look, the hair is changing color on the back of my neck right now. It's horrible.
What
I don't
is
know
it
to do.
now? Gray.
Don't listen to Lynn today. She's just bitter.
Bitter about what?
I don't know.
We just went and eat a big fat hot pot. And you guys were giving up already, but I could eat another ice cream.
That ice cream was huge. Talk about too much work. We're all like, Alice and I are like, oh man, I can't eat another bite. Lynn's like, so Lynn goes to the ice cream machine.
Hey, it was racist. It was racist.
No, she goes to the ice cream machine. I don't know what she did wrong. I don't know why she pissed off the ice cream machine. But the ice cream just starts farting out ice cream. It's like, and it's like, look like last
it's
week.
not farting. It's almost exploded.
That was-
Diarrhea.
Yeah, it was like diarrhea. It was like last week's diarrhea. It was like just, and so she ends up with like this mountain of ice cream. Alice had like just a little bit more than normal. Of
Quite
course.
enough for me.
And of course, I just went to the machine, polite and kind and meek and mild as I am, and it just gave me exactly the right amount of ice cream.
Which is the white amount. The white amount is the right amount.
White ice cream.
And after food, when we are taking care of our Willie,
Yes.
Willis.
it feels like Lynn is not enough. She wants to have a twins.
Yeah, but Lynn, she downed like Alice and I were still eating ice cream, and Lynn she had already wolfed it down. She's like, I want more. Give me more. She's like looking at the poor waiter guy. And he was so bony when he came to the table. She's like, I could probably take him in one bite, And the guy was like fainting. He was like, don't look at me that way. It's really making me nervous. And he's about to pee on himself. I mean, it was. I don't know what to do.
So much drama.
I know.
I'm not used to hanging out with non-winners.
With non-winners. Wow. When you hang out with me, baby, it's always winner, winner, winner.
Well, so talking about work. You work a lot, Ed.
I do not. I like to work.
Yeah, which means you work a lot.
No.
Don't you?
No, because we're in Sweden.
Yeah.
So it seems like that I'm a workaholic. But that's because in Sweden, people don't like to work hard.
So what is
I
work
just said
hard?
that. Oh, I'm gonna
What
get beat
What
up.
is work hard in your eyes? How much hours or time spent
Or how
Hours.
much day?
Hours? Who's counting hours?
Okay, percentage of your day.
Who cares about a person? Listen, you work until you get it done. When it's done, you go home
But you never go home
because it's never done.
because someone really slow, I guess.
No, it's never done. It's not about slowness. It's about
Yes.
getting it done.
Get what done? You always
Everything.
decide. You say that, oh, this is not good enough. I gotta do this and this and this. It's just your own weird expectations. No
No.
one else is putting them. Your boss
Yes, they
does
do.
not.
My
your,
boss walks
your
in.
kids like it's too hard.
Yeah.
You see?
My
You might-
kids think breathing is too hard.
Yeah.
They're like, last week I had to breathe in and out. And I'm so exhausted. I'm like, oh my gosh.
You're killing a whole generation of kids.
I'm not killing them. They were already dead when they came to class. They just get willed in, So.
Okay, so
Okay.
you don't want to give numbers. Okay.
Okay,
Alice.
listen. When I was a chef, I worked 92 hours a week for 15 years.
Yeah, but
I
then
never
you were,
worked that much
But then
anymore.
you were young and fit, and now
What
you're
you trying to
just
say? What you trying to say about me now?
now you're just fit, but with another vowel. No, it doesn't.
Please. So, you're trying to say that I'm fat?
Yeah.
Foot? Fat!
Food fat fat.
There you go. There you go. Okay, but
Okay.
Alice actually also works a lot.
I know.
You work a lot.
Alice is a workaholic.
Alice, like, I see, because of her occupation, I see her almost every day.
Because I'm blessing. I'm not sick.
So
I
you're
don't want to
healthy.
stay home.
So you work until you drop dead. You're like,
I'm
still alive, I
I'm
gotta
sick,
work.
maybe.
It's like, ooh.
wow. No, I think, people can say, oh, you gotta, okay, this is what I've heard my whole life.
Yeah.
You're gonna get burnt out. You work so much. Blah, 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 blah. Listen, at 63, if I'm not burnt out yet,
But you're tired, though.
no, I'm tired because I don't sleep.
Yeah. Isn't that
But-
part of being burned out too? Like you
No.
can't stop.
No.
People
I'm,
start to ask,
no, I'm not
Can
sleep
you
because I work
sleep
too much.
well?
No, he doesn't sleep well.
No.
You find peace.
No. he
Nah.
can't. See, he's a workaholic.
I'm not a workaholic.
No way.
It's not because I'm working. I mean, I'm sitting and watching TV
And then
late
what?
at night.
And then what?
And then I'll sleep for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Then I wake up
So why can't you sleep
And I
longer
can't go-
than 2 hours?
because I can't go back to sleep.
Why not?
I don't know. You know, I've been
Did
trying
you
to.
did you give
Oh,
your
yeah.
wife the iron pan to hit you over the head?
Wow. Did I give her the pan? No, I wouldn't give her the pan. I'm not crazy. I know you think I am.
I actually think the people needed to find their meaning of the life, why they're working. If they find the joy in their work, it will be much easier.
But that's a new connotation. That's a new idea that you should be fulfilled by your work, that it should make you happy, that you would want to go
Well.
to work. That's really new. If you just think even 30 years ago, there was not a concept. People would just go because you made a promise. You signed a contract, so you go to work because you said so. You would come.
And also, you have to save your money.
Yeah.
I worked 30 years ago. I can tell you all while you guys were not being born and just babies. It was fun to work.
It was fun to work.
Listen, my first job was a paper route.
Yeah.
And I was really, you know what it was? It was a job. Someone trusted you with something. You felt good about yourself. You made your own money, ching ching, in your pocket. And so why, you know, that feeling of actually working towards your own independence, taking care of yourself. I'm like, why would I ever want to be dependent upon someone else again? And since that day, I just like to work. And I've always worked at things I like doing. I won't work at a job that I don't like.
Well, you complain a lot about your job for not liking it.
I know.
For
I'm a very
working at a
compli-
job that
I'm
you
a very
don't
complicated
like.
person.
How do you know that the job you take is directly something you love? Maybe it's when
Everything
you
I-
start to work it.
Everything I do, I love because I would never do it if I didn't love it. It's just the way it's a
That's a word. That's
it's a
so
circular
weird.
argument.
How you regret some of the work?
Regret. Do you know this word?
Regret.
It's like this bad feeling that you get
Really?
if you've done something and then you feel like maybe I
Oh.
shouldn't have done it. That's regret.
No, I never regret anything. I'm immune to regretting. No, I have nothing to regret. Every job I've ever had turns out to be always something I really actually enjoy doing.
Maybe it's just the working in itself that you really like. Not necessarily
I like
what
working
the
for
work
the man.
I like big work.
I'm like, what are you about to say? Jesus is watching you, girl. No, okay. No, but I like working.
Hmm.
I mean, that's why I hate vacation.
Yo, you sound like an Asian parent. What's vacation? We don't need vacation.
Maybe all those years growing up in Chinatown did something to me.
That's
I
why
mean-
I asked you how, if you have to choose, how many days would you work?
He works all day.
Would I
every day.
ever take a day off if I could choose?
Hmm.
I'd work every day.
So you would want to have school tomorrow too, on Sunday too.
Oh my gosh, that would be so fun. Early in the morning,
Why?
Saturday morning, I'm like, we're back here at school again.
Why would you want that? Don't you want to ever have a break?
Because
Because then you can do
in
other
Japan,
things.
in China, they have school 6 days a week, 7 days a week.
Yeah. 6
Mhm.
days a week. Yeah.
And look at their math scores.
Well, also
Go
look
to
at
Sweden, look at the math scores.
well, look at the people who come here and their social skills and their just general life skills.
Yeah, but who needs social skills?
Who needs life skills?
Who needs
I
life
mean,
skills? Exactly. I mean, you're finally getting
You
this.
don't know how to cook. You don't know how to clean. You don't know how to do your own
But
laundry.
you know how to study.
You don't. You only know how to study. You don't know anything else.
Well, I mean,
You don't know how to interact with people, so become weird. You can't find a partner because you're weird and you don't understand.
Wow.
Then you blame other people
you
or
just
your
hurt
race.
a whole bunch of people. You just hold a whole bunch of people's feelings. They're out there crying right now
no one
with no
cries.
shoulder to cry on. Lena's so mean. she cut me to my heart.
Every morning, the kids. This morning, for example, the kids were like, "Oh, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to get up. I'm so tired. I want to be at home." And I tell them, "I want to be at home too. I'm tired too, but I still gotta go to work, which means you also have to go to school and preschool. So let's
Wow,
go."
you sound like an Asian black mother.
What's Ablasian mother?
Malaysian mother.
I'm a Malaysian
You're
mother.
like, as long as you live in this house under my rules, you have two options. You will work or you will get A's in school.
You both.
You get C's, you're working.
No, I've been washed down. You know, I'm a second generation immigrant, so
So what, you're
I'm
allowed
a
to
bit
get
washed
B's?
down. Yeah.
They're like, oh, you can get B's, it's okay.
Yeah.
Mom still loves you if you get B's, but you get a C.
yeah, basically.
Yeah. Don't come to me being proud of a C. It's like, look, Mom, I got a C. It's like, aha, you're still in the dumb class, huh? Yeah, I know what you mean.
C's is not good. You should always aim for A, but B is okay. C is not
I
good.
have most of my students, I'm like, what kind of grade, what grade would you be satisfied with? E.
What?
I'm like, satisfied? E. I'm like, E is like the grade in Sweden. It's the grade right before F. So
Yeah.
I'm like, don't you want to try for A?
No.
It's too much work. It's too hard. I have to I might sweat. So no, I don't. I mean, there is such thing as too much work. Obviously, people do get burnt
Obviously.
out.
Yeah.
So we're not making fun of. I mean, I know that people get burnt out. I know that some people work beyond their
Struggle.
capacity.
But you know,
But I think that's the whole thing. What is your? It's really more a question of what is your capacity.
But you know what I've heard? That actually burnout has more to do with your personal goal and motivation why you work than with the actual work hours. Because there are a lot of people, especially like CEOs or whatever, who work way, way more and they don't seem to get burned out.
Wow.
And then you have people who maybe don't even work regular full-time, which is 40 hours a week. They don't even work that, and they already get burned out. So the question there is, in the
True.
research, like, what exactly is burnout? Is it really related to how much you work, or is it more about your attitudes or the circumstance, like other factors, not just the time you're working? And I've seen that in people that I think if I remember the article correctly, they talked about how people who work to be acknowledged and work
Ooh.
to
Wow.
like get a clap on their back from their
Yeah.
boss and colleagues, they get burned out most. But the people actually who work for money, just to earn money, they don't get burned out.
Okay, you're trying to justify your choice.
No, I'm just saying that's what the article said. Because let's take this: you work, you get a clap on your back from your boss. Oh, good job. So obviously that thing will get inflated. So that is the basic level. So the basic level is raised all the time. So you have to work more and more and more and more to get the same kind of acknowledgement or clap on the back. So that's why you get burned out, because you always chase this, oh, well done, Alice, like, wow, you do so well, yada, yada, yada. And if you don't perform as well, people will like,
I don't get any like that.
yeah, but
That's because you work in Sweden. We don't give compliments in Sweden. No one says, hey, Ed, you're doing a great job. We really love what you're doing. It's just like, oh, it's time to show up for work. Why were you late today? I'm like,
did
I
they
don't
say
know.
that?
No.
No. You have
I'm
a
just
weird
making
accent
stuff up.
also.
That's my Swedish accent.
But a lot of people are talking about, you don't have to work so much. Calm down and find your balance. But what is the balance? Because I think that people misunderstood the time schedule now. What the time limit, how much hour you need to sleep, and how many hours do you have to make all those stuff? Because we have too much opportunity now. We have the internet, we have our high technology, we want to have social life.
We should exercise.
Yeah.
We should educate
know.
ourselves.
Especially
We
after
sh-
eating today, we should exercise.
Or we should eat well food, good food.
It was
Healthy
good food today. It was healthy food. It was a whole mound of it.
That ice cream, I'm not so sure about that.
But you
Yeah.
know, the percentage of all the food we consumed, the ice cream was the smallest problem.
Well, I mean, the way we ate today, I feel like I'm a duck. And on my liver's going to be a piece of foie gras. When I die, someone's like, get his liver. He's been putting fat on that thing for years. It's going to be really nice.
It's fatty liver.
And I was like, It does taste good, though. With a little bit of butter. Just whoosh.
You know,
So
I was offered a permanent position now, and one thing that they took as a benefit was that our full time is actually 37 hours. So that's our full time. That's
Europe.
per week. No, it's per
Europe.
week. It's our work space. I mean, regular in Sweden it's 40 hours, or maybe 39, but
depends.
but it's not 37. That's not the regular.
But they've been trying to push down the full time working hours for years now. So they want to get down to around 35, 33, 35 hours a week.
We have too few workers already, so I don't know if you can do that.
And for some reason, they think that more people would get employed by making people work less.
Makes no point. What?
I'm like,
It's like because
I'm
then
good
you
at
work
math, but
less.
that doesn't make any sense.
What?
Yeah, so if you work less, then someone else can come in and take up your hours plus little extra hours for
But
themselves.
how much money can you survive?
I have
with that?
no idea because they're thinking about people are going to make the same amount of money. I'm like,
But you have to then spend more money because you have to employ more people because the people
yeah.
you have work less.
yeah.
So what? I don't know.
Just saying.
Anyway, what I like with my employer is that they really value work-life balance. And your question was, what is work-life balance? How much is work-life balance? So what I like is with the work I'm at is that you have a lot of flexibility, and they offer a lot of benefits like friskvårdsbidrag.
Really?
It's 5,000 crowns per year.
Oh, wow.
It's the maximum you can get.
Wow.
Give it to me.
Wow. Me and Alice, we working there tomorrow. Do you guys need somebody?
We're going to
like-
feed tomorrow again.
Yes, exactly.
Like 5,000
We'll work on
crowns
Saturdays.
yeah, I mean, and then you have flexible hours, so just make sure you are there on the deadlines and you're there for the meetings. But otherwise, no one will check up on you just to get the work done.
It's almost like working at Google.
It is. You know, today I found out they have a ping pong table. They have a pool table. They even had a big screen for the gamers, like a gaming console
Wow.
that I didn't see before. They have a choir work. They have movie club.
Okay.
They have a lot of social clubs going on, and yeah. So I like my work for that. So when I had this interview for the permanent position, I said that because she asked, so what would you like to work with in the future? Because there's so many different projects. And I said, I'm more of a relationship person. So if you put me together with the right people, I can do whatever.
Wow.
Like I'm not so focused on, I have to do this task, otherwise I won't be happy. I'm more like, nah, if I gotta do a dumb task, at least give me fun people around.
Wow.
Then I get it done. So yeah, I'm more like that. If I have nice colleagues and a good boss, I can do whatever. But then if you give
Can
me
you not be a boss by yourself?
What
Would
you
it be
mean?
better
what?
that
My
you
own
are
boss?
a boss?
My own boss. How do you mean?
That you can be your own boss. Someone prefer to start their own company.
I was
because
thinking about that, but now I have 3 kids, so I'm like, nah. That now is not the time.
you are the
for
boss.
that.
You have 3 kids who can work to you.
They
Child labor.
no.
You're 3 years old. You better be making me some sweaters so I can sell them.
We're not. No. I mean, I have some ideas. I have my brother. I think if I want to do something and something that interests him, I could get him in the boat as well. So yeah,
So
I can
you're going to push your brother in the boat.
pull him
That's
in the
his-
boat. I mean, I told him you
get
can.
on the pier. I'll push
Soon
you in
he's
the
going
boat.
to finish his pharmacy degree, and I told him you can open a pharmacy and you call it a panda pharmacy.
Wait. Oh, you guys could work together.
Yeah, I told him that. Like, yeah,
Oh,
he's
so
like, yeah, we can do
cute,
that.
brother and sister together.
No.
We were terrible bosses.
Oh, I wouldn't work for you guys. Be afraid of crying every day.
I would never work with my family
Why?
because sometimes you cannot mix with the personal life with the job.
Yeah, but I think I would never work with Jonas, with my husband. I would never open a business or work with him. But I can definitely think working with my brother. Because my brother and me, we have the same values, you know. We know, like, okay, if we say something, we got to do it at the right time, and we both are, like, getting things done. But Jonas and me, we have a different dynamic. We come from different cultures, different upbringing. So our priorities might not be the same. But my brother and me, when it comes to work, I think we think pretty much similar.
But it's up to what we were talking about, because now we're talking about another subject about family company,
Yeah.
or as Asian, we have a lot of family restaurant,
Yeah.
and this feel like family gets stuck in same place,
Yeah.
generation after generation,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
they not allowed the younger to stop and get a good education and get to work what they want to dream, what their dreams are for.
I mean, I helped my parents a lot because they had a restaurant or a a shop for food, and I helped them a lot since a very young age. I had to help them also on the weekends, so I know what work is. So, but my
Wow.
parents never wanted us to continue that. So they never encouraged us in pursuing that as a business thing. They wanted us to go to university and go get a better job because we saw, I mean, that I would say is too much work because they worked maybe worked 14 hours a day, Monday to Saturday, sometimes even
Wow.
Sunday, for years on end. There was no
Wow.
vacation. Vacation would be going back to Vietnam, to their home country, to visit their family, and then back again to work.
Vacation for 3 weeks or
Yeah.
maximum 1 month.
And then back. So that is too much work.
Oh, exactly.
That's too much
That's
work.
yeah, because then you have no time to enjoy life.
No, they don't.
You
They
have
don't
no
enjoy
time for
anything.
else. Yeah.
They just like gathered money and then gave it to their family or bought stuff with it, but they never got to enjoy it in a way that gives you like relaxation or things like that.
My sister also, their family own a restaurant, but it's more like they're thinking about, is it better to work, have a stable finance, economic, and work by themselves for themselves, better than go to a factory or go to work another place that you're not satisfied either what. Because the other job, maybe you, just like you say, if you don't have good college,
Colleagues.
it will be hard also. So
But then you
it's
can
better
always
they
switch.
be boss for themselves and work
Yeah.
for themselves.
I mean, my parents worked a long time for themselves, and I just see the struggle, and it's a lot of up and down, and every day you're counting the money, and I would never want that kind of. That's also why I don't. I think I could run my own business, but I don't want to deal with the finance, the money thing. You know, I just want to avoid that as much as possible.
Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. Maybe your
My brother
future.
can deal with the money stuff.
Okay,
Like he likes money.
Yeah, he likes money. He likes money. He likes money more than you.
Yeah, he does. He does. He does. He's just starting he's going to start his new job soon, and he already out earns me.
Wow.
So
Jeez. Tyson, bro.
yeah,
I'm gonna
he's
live
gonna
with
be
you.
loaded.
But I think that, I mean, when we're talking about this whole thing about working and what's working too much, too little, I mean, I think that obviously the quality of the job. You asked me earlier if I regretted something. And I remember that I didn't regret the job, but we got a new boss at the job. And that person made the job really difficult. But the actual work of the job, I still enjoyed doing. And I still work there, but I couldn't, after a certain point, I saw that working at that place was going to just kill me, take all my energy away. And I probably would have gotten burnt out.
Because all the other stuff was taking your energy,
Right.
not the work in itself.
Right.
Yeah.
So, which is interesting sometimes that one person can come in and sort of destroy all the good things about a job. Because I think job is not just the work, but it's the chemistry. It's the chemistry of the people that you work with, and it's how much meaning you can find in what you're doing. I mean, I worked in a clothes shop once. There was a clothing chain, and all they sold were sweatshirts.
Okay.
They sold sweatshirt pants. They sold sweatshirt dresses. So everything was made out of sweatshirt material. But it was a really fun place. The guy who was the manager there, Paul, a crazy guy. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. And it was just it was like one of those jobs you have, there's no career choice in it. But it's
Just do it because it's fun.
It's just a fun job. It was like one of those, it's like when I scooped ice cream all summer. It was there was no career in there. but it was so much fun because of the people we worked with.
Yeah.
And there, I mean, was scooping ice cream. We could eat all the ice cream we wanted. So obviously, that was like the greatest job. But
So that's when you started to conceive wells.
no, back then I was competing, so I wasn't fat, Lynn. And why are you laughing, Alice?
She woke up
Wow.
now.
I know. Alice is like, it's like fat. Somebody calls somebody fat. I'm in on that. Let me give him a little laugh. No. But I think that,
After this food, everyone gets fat.
hey, right now I'm feeling. It's time for me to lay my little weary head down.
Yeah.
No, but but I think that for most people, I think it's if you take those things into account, even a job that doesn't have a high status can be a great job.
Could be a fun job.
Yeah, because of the people you work with or the environment you're working in. Whereas a job that you've worked your butt off, you have student debt, you finally get the high-paying job,
Doesn't fulfill
and you're working
you.
with people
Bad
who you just, they're sucking the energy out of you. These
Don't
are
like
people
them.
they don't like you. You don't like them.
Oh.
Your boss doesn't listen. All these different things, and all of a sudden, that job you work towards, that high-paying, high-end job, you'd rather go sell hot dogs on the corner somewhere.
Yeah, some people have
Because-
done that actually.
Oh, yeah.
They call it like life hack. They're like, you know what? I think we talked about this before.
Yeah, we talked
Don't
about that
stay at a crappy job. Like,
No.
it's not worth it. It's not worth it because you spend too much hours a day at a job to be not appreciated, to have colleagues you don't like, the boss you don't like, the work you don't like. There's nothing you like there. You just stay there because you get money.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you can go somewhere else and get money. If that is the only thing that keeps you, the money, there are plenty of other jobs that you can do for money.
Exactly. We have our 5 crappy things that you should never put up with.
Okay.
A crappy job,
Yeah.
number 1. A crappy car,
Oh,
number 2.
that
All it
breaks
does is
all the
just-
time.
Yeah, all it
and-
does is suck up money. You're trying to repair a car that's really on its last leg. Let it die.
Let it die.
A crappy relationship.
Oh,
Like
if you're
it's
not
been,
married.
It's been going on. You've been dating the person for like 8 years.
Oh,
They
it's
have
not
no
going
intentions
anywhere.
of going any other place than I just need a girlfriend. I need a boyfriend.
It's like
Crappy
you don't want to be
relationships.
alone.
Yeah, exactly. No, crappy relationships you should get rid of. Number 4, crappy economy. I mean, like your own personal economy.
Your debts and stuff.
You put yourself in debt and then you cry. You gain money, but you find it doesn't make you happy. Just the whole money thing. And number 5, a crappy church.
Crappy church.
You don't want to be in a crappy church.
No.
You don't want to be in a church that preaches one thing and does another, or a church where everything is about glorification of the pastor.
Or about money.
The
Just sow a
pastors-
seed into this money ministry.
the pastor's the one getting blessed, but he's promising blessings. But you guys never get blessed, but the pastor is. So those 5 things you should not be putting up long term with them. And you find yourself in one of those situations, leave.
Try to find a place out.
Try to
out of
find an
this.
escape hatch, and make sure you have a parachute on when you jump out the airplane.
Thank you, Ed and Alice, for your input.
Yes, Alice, thank you for joining us at
Fika for life.
I will be sleepy soon.
We're gonna rock Alice to sleep, and then we'll maybe come back with something new. But
Woohoo!
if you have any questions for us, any ideas, if you have a life choice or something like you want us to, give you our words of wisdom about your life situation, don't forget to write. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe, and you can give us money too while
Yeah.
you're at it.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening. If you have any comments or ideas, please send us a message to fikaforlife@mail.com. Fika, F-I-K-A. This was the Fika for Life podcast with Linh Nguyen and Edward Thomas, and we hope to hear you again.